Far-right organization launches online heat map signaling out some Missouri schools as hotspots of woke activity. Keep in mind, when they say woke, what they mean is basically anything that is anti the, you know, what is considered to be the norm or normal, right? And this is happening in Missouri, of all places. Missouri, of all places. Okay. Basically, it's just another attack on CRT. They're like, yeah, we don't want the white kids to learn about CRT. A Missouri group has launched a heat map, purporting to show locations of woke activity. The map of hotspots highlights specific schools and school districts in the state. The group has called on people to fight the woke agenda by reporting spots of their own. And the thing is, how much you want to bet the majority of these woke spots are going to be in places, are going to be in neighborhoods that are predominantly non-white. It's going to be a lot of places that have very integrated and mixed populations of all races, not just white, not just black. But I'm almost fairly certain that it's going to be predominantly black neighborhoods or black neighborhoods and school districts. The Liberty Alliance, which brands itself as an organization, committed to fighting back against the woke agenda that is permeating all across Missouri, now hosts a heat map with pinned destinations on its webpage. As of press time, the map featured pins of 12 areas in Missouri that the organization highlighted, all of which contain links to happenings in schools or school districts. Many of the pins redirect users to videos alleging that educational institutes in Missouri were pushing critical race theory, even though 9 times out of 10, critical race theory is not even being pushed. It's not even being talked about. Critical race theory is just a term that's being used, a conservative boogeyman term that is being used to describe or label anything that teaches anything basically that white people don't like their children to learn. That is what is meant by teaching critical race theory. Even though half the time this just pans out to teaching actual history to children and not the whitewashed crap that we were fed growing up. The first step in fighting back is uncovering their crazy ideas. From critical race theory to grooming toddlers with sexually explicit books, Liberty Alliance wrote on its website that is why we have officially launched the Woke Heat Map, an interactive. It's called the Woke Heat Map, yo. I can't. It sounds like a bad episode of CNN. I mean, kind of low key. An interactive tool designed to expose the insane actions of the radical left. Listen, okay? I don't care what you say about this. This is the kind of shit that fuels mass pew-pewing, okay? This is the kind of shit that fuels mass blasting, okay? This is scary. If you live in Missouri, this is scary and it is dangerous, okay? This map is very scary and it is very dangerous. I don't even live in Missouri and I'm scared of this, okay? This is terrifying, okay? This is utterly terrifying. Like, I'm not even lying to you. Yeah, love hearing radical left. Lol, it's so crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. Half the time they just mean people that are just non-conforming and, want the actual truth to be out there and not the whitewashed BS that we've been taught our entire lives. Why is the left always scared of nothing? What do you mean scared of nothing? Have you not seen the past? Have you not seen the fact that, like, in the past week, we've had 2 school shootings, one of which was confirmed to be about replacement theory, and about basically getting rid of non-white people and purging white people from America. This is talking about critical race theory being taught in schools when it's not actually being taught in elementary schools or even in high schools for the most part. Critical race theory isn't even brought up until you are fairly along in college as a potential elective that you're not even required to take in many course loads or in many courses as a part of many whatever the term I'm looking for is. Like, you're not even required to take critical race theory. Critical race theory is just what has been labeled. It's just the label that has been used to describe teaching children about actual American history. It's not about teaching white children to be ashamed of being white or teaching black children that they're inherently victims. That's not what it's about, and that's not what anybody, anywhere, is being taught. Nobody's being taught that. White Republicans are the ones who are truly scared. That is true. That is true. Again, that's cap. How do you know? How do you know? Let me guess. Oh yeah, look, you have no following or anything. You're just a troll or bot. I'm gonna ban you. Look at that. Oh, look, first ban of the day. Woo! Anyways, CRT meaning they're showing grandpa and grandma being racist and teaching mom and pa to be racist too. True. Bologna, yes, the best god in Smite. Yes, Bologna is the best god in Smite. For those of you wondering who are watching this on Twitch or YouTube, I'm also live on TikTok, and I have a green screen behind me right now, thanks to TikTok's green screen feature that shows the Roman goddess Bologna on it. So, anyways, just to be fun, we like to have fun here on this page. Anyways, critical race theory is an academic framework that looks at how America's history of racism and discrimination continues to impact the country today. CRT has also been turned into a GOP talking point and a lucrative fundraising buzzword for the right. The use of woke as pejorative term has also been seized upon by some far-right figures. And also, the funny part about the term woke is that woke is no one on the left ever uses woke seriously. That's the funniest part about the word woke. It was used predominantly in a lot of like edgy Twitter memes that were mainly jokes in many cases. Like stay woke kings. Like, does anybody remember those tweets? Those jokes, those memes on Twitter? The stay woke kings jokes? Like, that's no one on the left that is worth being taken seriously and actually knows what they're talking about seriously uses the word woke interchangeably. It's always been a meme, but the right can't meme or joke, so they take everything the left says at face value, not even the left, but anything anyone says at face value, and they run smack into it every time. And it would be hilarious to watch if these people also did not have, an obscene amount of power in this country. It would be hilarious to watch if these people did not have an obscene amount of power in this country. Who's the mod in chat? Make yourself known. Who just banned somebody in chat? Make yourself known. I'm not gonna be mad at you or anything. I just want to know what I just like to keep track of which mods of mine are in my TikTok chat. The left can't meme, bro. Just stop. I'm sure you have a closet full of. Oh, it's just you in our TikTok. All right, awesome. I'm sure you have a closet full of amazing memes, dude. I'm sure you have a closet full of amazing memes that make a lot of sense and that aren't just rehashed boomer or minion jokes. Oh, God. Enjoy your stay on the Democratic plantation. Bro, be quiet. What is with all of the roasting in chat, yo? Who hate watches me, dude? Dude, like, TikTok, you have a huge hate watcher problem. You really do. You have a huge hate watcher problem. Let me make sure my sound is good. For instance, my sound is pretty good. Okay, good. For instance, former President Donald Trump's media company is branding its proposed streaming service as a non-woke alternative for conservatives. Listen, okay, this media company is going to fail. It's going to flop because the thing is, these media companies that are right-wing, almost always what they mean by they're anti-woke and that they're going to say we prioritize freedom of speech, which just means we want neo-Adolf minions to be able to have the torch and be able to speak and spread their anti-Semitism and their racism and all that other BS, right? That's all that means. And as a result, these sites have to be funded by like billionaires and other politicians and what have you. And as a result, or by donations from, fringe, small mom and pop conservatives here and there, what have you. And as a result, they never survive because none of the big corporations, or even someone like the medium-sized and small, no corporation, which is what runs this country, none of these people want to advertise on these sites and bring in ad revenue for these sites because no one's going to watch this. No one's going to watch this. What? Like what's the demographic numbers of like people that that consider themselves to still be conservative in America? Isn't it like far below 50% at this point? The amount of people that still consider themselves to be conservative. I see that you sent a guest request. What is it that you want to talk about? Because I'm talking about one thing right now, and if you try to talk about something that is not what I'm talking about right now, I'm going to be very angry because I'm also recording a YouTube segment. So, earlier this month, a billionaire Elon Musk said he was wading into politics to stop the woke mind virus from destroying civilization. Really what happened was within the past month, Amazon became unionized, and Elon Musk knows his ass is next. That's what it is. And Elon Musk wants more money. Yeah, we could talk about race in a minute. Just let me finish this segment real quick. Spencer Bone, Liberty Alliance's executive director, said in an interview that the initiative would help to trace any crazy action taken by a crazy leftist. Because leftists just acknowledging that racism is a thing and has historical backing and precedent is like is some insane and crazy action. But again, these people don't consider what has happened. What these people don't consider the fact that 2 mass shootings have happened in the past week alone. They don't consider that to be crazy action. They don't consider that to be crazy action. And they're definitely, that these people are definitely not going to either say that there's something wrong with the right when it comes down to these mass shootings, nor are these people going to take responsibility for the fact that Tucker Carlson, being the largest the most watched news anchor on the not on the planet. Is he the largest news anchor on the planet? I know he's the largest in America. But is he the largest news anchor? Just rap there for a second. But is he the largest news anchor in the world, or is it just America? I think it's just America. But the fact that Tucker Carlson has mentioned great replacement, has mentioned the BS great replacement theory, like what, over 400 times? Like, insane, dude. But these people are never going to take responsibility for that. But they're going to tell the rest of us that we need to take responsibility for half the shit that's not even our fault. Yeah. We did not light this world on fire. It was on fire when we were born. Okay? The organization's website also looks for people to submit their own evidence of woke efforts in order to expose the radical left, which just means, what this means is did you learn that racism happened in America? Well, by golly, you should report that to us. We would love to hear about that. All I'm saying is that this is the fuel. This is the oil that gets poured on the fire that is mass shootings. This kind of stuff is what's going to lead to more mass shootings. So be prepared. Be prepared.